Hello students, welcome back to our tutorial. So today we will be doing Act 4, Scene 3 of Macbeth. So in this scene, Malcolm tests Macduff's loyalty by pretending to be a corrupt and unworthy ruler. Macduff passes the test by expressing his desire for justice and his willingness to fight for Scotland's freedom. Convinced of Macduff's loyalty, Malcolm reveals his true character and they plan to join forces with Siward to overthrow Macbeth. The scene showcases their growing alliance and determination to end Macbeth's tyranny. तो इस सीन में हम देखेंगे कि मैकडफ इंग्लैंड पहुंच चुका है और वे मैल्कम को मनाने की कोशिश करेगा कि वो उसको स्कॉटलैंड लेके जा सके वापस। परंतु यहाँ पर मैल्कम मैकडफ की निष्ठा का परीक्षा लेने के लिए खुद को एक भ्रष्ट और अयोग्य शासक के रूप में प्रस्तुत करता है। मैकडफ न्याय की इच्छा और स्कॉटलैंड की स्वतंत्रता के लिए लड़ने की इच्छा व्यक्त करके परीक्षा में उत्तीर्ण होता है। मैकडफ की निष्ठा से संतुष्ट होकर मैल्कम अपना असली चरित्र प्रकट करता है और वे सिवार्ड के साथ मिलकर मैकबेथ को उखाड़ फेंकने की योजना बनाते हैं। यह दृश्य उनकी बढ़ती साझेदारी और मैकबेथ की तानाशाही को समाप्त करने के लिए उनके दृढ़ संकल्प को भी दर्शाता है। So let's get started. So here we have Malcolm and Macduff enter. We all know that Macduff has come to England in order to take back Malcolm, the elder son of King Duncan, back to Scotland. So Malcolm says, "Let us seek out some desolate shade and there weep our sad bosoms empty." He wanted to mean that let's find some isolated or some deserted place where we can cry out louder to our heart's content, right? We all know that Malcolm is hiding a lot of pain in his heart. The demise of his father, King Duncan, he couldn't weep properly. He had to escape for his own safety to England. And at the same time, he was devoid of the throne, which is again taken away by Macbeth. So here Macduff says to this, "Let us rather hold fast the mortal sword and like good men bestride our downfall and birthdoom." Now Macduff wanted to mean that rather than crying out louder to our heart's content, it is better to hold the swords tightly and then fight back like good soldiers or good men and defend our country. He continues, "Each new mourn, new widows howl, new orphans cry, new sorrows strike heaven on the face, that it resounds as if it felt with Scotland and yelled out like syllable of dolor." Now here he wanted to say that every new day, new widows are crying and there are new orphans. Why there are new widows? Because every new day the men are being murdered. There are men who suddenly disappear, right? So he says there are new widows every new day and their children are now have become orphans. So they are also crying for their parents and all these pain are striking the heaven. The sorrow or the pain are piling up and as if the heaven can feel the pain of Scotland. It is screaming out of the पेन। ओके तो यहाँ पे मैल्कम और मैकडफ एक साथ मिल जाते हैं। मैकडफ यहाँ पे आया ही है ताकि वो मैल्कम को वापस स्कॉटलैंड लेके जा सके और इस पे मैल्कम कहता है कि चलो एक खाली सी जगह खोजते हैं जहाँ पे मैं अपनी दिल खोलकर एकदम चिल्ला के रो सकूं। हमें सभी को पता है कि मैल्कम बहुत सारे दुख झेल चुका है। अपने पिता की मृत्यु के बाद उसे ढंग से रोने को भी समय नहीं मिला, उसे वहां से भाग जाना पड़ा ताकि वो अपने आप को सुरक्षित कर सके और उसके बाद उसका जो राजगद्दी था वो भी के हाथ से चला गया। आगे मैकडफ इस पे कहता है कि अगर कहीं खाली जगह जाके रोने से बेहतर है कि हम अपने हाथ में तलवार को बहुत मजबूती से पकड़ ले और सोल्जर्स की तरह सिपाही की तरह एकदम मजबूत बन के अपने कंट्री को डिफेंड करे, अपने कंट्री के लिए लड़े, वो ज्यादा बेहतर है। वो आगे कहता है हर नए दिन एक नई महिला जो है विधवा होती है, उनके बच्चे जो है ऑर्फन्स हो जाते हैं और नए नए दुख, नए नए पीड़ाएं हर रोज स्वर्ग में जाती है और ये पीड़ाएं मानो स्वर्ग न महसूस कर सकती है। ये पीड़ाएं जैसे स्वर्ग, स्कॉटलैंड में जो भी दर्द और पीड़ाएं है वो स्वर्ग उसको महसूस कर सकती है, वो भी चिल्ला रही है इन दर्द और पीड़ा को देख के। सो नेक्स्ट, now Malcolm says, "What I believe I will, what you know believe, and what I can redress, as I shall find the time to friend I will." Now to this Macduff, Malcolm replies that what he believes is wrong, he will fight for it. And what he believes he think it is true, he shall fix it when it is the correct time. Okay? And he will do it. So whatever wrong thing he feels, he is going to fight for it and he will correct it when it is the correct time. Okay. Now he says, what you have spoken, it may be so perchance this tyrant whose rule name blisters our tongue. So he continues saying that what you have said might be true. This dictator, this tyrant, this dictator, the Macbeth, whose name if they take is so awful that they have blisters on their tongue, right? And that is painful. So whenever they take the name of this dictator or tyrant, that is Macbeth, they have blisters on their tongue. So his name is so awful or bad. Evil was once thought honest. You have loved him well. He hath not touched you yet. I am young, but something you may deserve of him through me, and wisdom to offer up a weak, poor, innocent lamb to appease an angry God. Now, this Malcolm says, you were once to Macduff. You have been a good friend of Macbeth. He has loved you very much. Why? He hasn't done anything to hurt you or to cause any harm to you. So he says that I am inexperienced, but you are such an experienced man. You deserve so many things, and you will deserve good things from him if you surrender me to Macbeth. You can win his favor. You like a sacrificial. Now he compares himself as a sacrificial lamb, as a lamb being sacrificed to an angry god. In Hindu culture, we have seen that there are animals sacrificed to god and goddesses, to this Ma Kali. So here also, maybe in their religion also, there might have been some culture where they used to sacrifice. So he says that he will be like a lamb sacrificed to this angry god. This angry god is Macbeth, and then this Macduff is going to receive honors and is going to have favors from Macbeth. तो यहाँ पे मैल्कॉम कहता है मैकडफ की बातें सुनकर कि उसे जो चीज गलत लगती है वो उसके लिए लड़ेगा, और उसे पूरा विश्वास है कि उसे जो चीज भी जैसा महसूस होता है वो सच्चा ही होता है। वो आगे कहता है कि हाँ, मैं फिक्स करूंगा, मैं ठीक करूंगा चीजों को, परंतु सही समय आने पर ही मैं हर चीज को ठीक करूंगा और मैं वो करके ही रहूंगा। आगे कहता है कि तुमने जो भी कहा है वो सच्चा ही है, और ये जो डिक्टेटर है, ये जो रूलर है मैकबेथ, जो शासक है यहाँ पे, उसका नाम इतना भद्दा है कि उसका नाम लेते ही मुंह में छाले पड़ जाते हैं। आगे कहता है कि तुम तो बहुत ही ईमानदार व्यक्ति हो, तुम्हें तो वो बहुत ही प्यार करता था, क्या उसने तुम्हें हानि पहुंचाने के लिए ऐसा कोई भी काम नहीं किया? मैं तो बहुत ही इनएक्सपीरियंस्ड हूँ, मुझे अनुभव नहीं है कोई चीजों की, पर तुम तो बहुत अनुभवी व्यक्ति हो, तुम मुझसे बहुत कुछ पा सकते हो, मुझे मैकबेथ के हवाले करके उसका मन जीत सकते हो और वो तुम्हें बहुत ही सराहना करेगा। जब भगवान बहुत गुस्सा हो जाते हैं तब हम लोग लैम्प को सैक्रिफाइस करते हो, वैसे तुम भी मुझे सैक्रिफाइस करके बहुत कुछ पा सकते हो अपने भगवान मैकबेथ को संतुष्ट करके। सो नेक्स्ट, so here Macduff says, I am not treacherous. So Macduff is like, I'm not disloyal or unfaithful person, because we have seen that Malcolm is being a little doubtful upon this Macduff. Now Malcolm says, but Macbeth is a treacherous person, disloyal and unfaithful person. A good and virtuous nature may recoil in an imperial charge, but I shall crave your pardon, that which you are, my thoughts cannot transpose. Angels are bright still, though the brightest fell. Though all things foul would wear the brow of grace, yet grace must still look so. Now, Macbeth says that even a good person and a virtuous person may give up under Macbeth's rule. The good person will also become bad under Macbeth's rule, he wanted to mean. He says, then I have to beg. I am begging for your pardon. You please leave me to Macduff. And he says that his thoughts and the fears that he have in him cannot let him truly believe upon Macduff. He cannot truly have faith upon this Macduff, because he has lot of thoughts going on in his mind and there are fears also in him. He says that angels are bright still, though the brightest fell, which means that he compares this to Lucifer, the brightest angel which was there in the heaven. So even if the brightest angel fell from heaven, the angels are still bright. That doesn't mean that Lucifer was the one who was hiding the brightness of the other angels. They are all good. Actually, he wanted to say that if there are a group of good men, If one of the good men move out of the group, that doesn't mean the group becomes bad. The group is still good. Continue saying that though everything is evil tries to disguise under good, yet good things continue to look graceful. So even if the evil things try to hide under the good ones will continue to look much better gracefully, and that's it. So here, after listening to what Malcolm has to say, Macduff has now given up all hopes. He says, I have lost all my hopes. तो यहाँ पे मैकडफ कहता है मैं बेईमान व्यक्ति नहीं हूँ। इस पे मैल्कॉम कहता है पर मैकबेथ तो है, मैकबेथ तो बेईमान है। एक अच्छा और ईमानदार व्यक्ति भी उसके रूल में, उसके शासन के अंदर बेईमान बन सकता है। वो आगे कहता है मैं तुमसे मुझे छोड़ दो, मैं तुमसे भीख मांगता हूँ, तुम मुझे छोड़ दो। आगे वो कहता है कि मेरे अंदर जो भय है, मेरी जो सोच है, वो तुम्हारे बारे में जो भी विचार है उसको बदल नहीं पा रहे हैं। देखो जो एंजल्स होते हैं वो अभी भी ब्राइट है, चाहे वो लूसीफर जो कि सबसे ब्राइटेस्ट स्टार है वो वहां से निकल गए, हेवन से निकल चुके हैं, फिर भी एंजल्स अभी भी ब्राइट दिखती है। आगे कहता है कि हर जो खराब चीज होती है अपने आप को अच्छी चीजों में छुपाने की कोशिश करती है, पर फिर भी उनसे बेहतर हमेशा अच्छी चीजें ही दिखती है। अच्छी चीजें हमेशा से ही सुंदर और अच्छी ही दिखेंगी, चाहे कितना भी बुरी चीजें हैं, अच्छों की तरह बनने की कोशिश कर ले। तो ये सब बातें सुनने के बाद मैकडफ तो यहाँ पे बहुत सारी आशाएं लेके आया था। अब उसके पास कुछ भी नहीं है सोचने विचारने को। वो कह देता है कि मैं अपनी सारी उम्मीदें छोड़ चुका हूँ। ठीक है, सो नेक्स्ट। Now Malcolm says, perchance even there, where I didn't find my doubts, why in the rawness left your wife and child. These precious motives, those strong knots of love, without leave taking, I pray you, let not my jealousiness be your dishonors, but mine own safeties. You may be rightly just, whatever I shall think. So here Malcolm says, perhaps you have lost all your hopes in the same place where I found my suspicious of you. You might have left all your hopes, but I am doubtful at the place where you lost all your hopes. At the same time he says, but why did you leave? He shows his concern towards his wife and children. He says, but why did you leave your wife and children, the most precious thing of your life, the motives of your life, the strongest bond of love on earth, even without saying them, even without bidding them goodbye? Why did you leave them? Okay, he says, I pray you, please do not take my doubts upon you as dishonor, disrespect. Don't feel disrespected if I doubt upon you, because it's for my safety that I have to doubt upon you. You may be right or honest, no matter what I have to think of you. तो यहाँ पे मैल्कॉम कहता है, उसे समझाने की थोड़ी कोशिश करता है, तुमने जहाँ पे सारी अपनी उम्मीदें छोड़ दी है वहां से मेरा तुम्हारे ऊपर शक शुरू होता है। पर तुमने ये सब बातें छोड़ो, पर तुमने अपने पत्नी और बच्चे को क्यों छोड़ के आए? वो सबसे कीमती चीज है जिंदगी में। अपने लाइफ के जो मोटिव्स होते हैं वो है, और सबसे ज्यादा मजबूत जो बॉन्ड होता है वो तुम्हारे वाइफ और बच्चों के साथ है। तुम उसे बिना कुछ बताए, बिना लीव लिए, उनसे गुड बाय किए ही वापस क्यों चले आए यहाँ पे? वो कहता है, मैं तुमसे विनती करता हूँ, मेरे इस स्वभाव को तुम अपने ऊपर असम्मान की तरह मत लेना। ये तो मेरा काम है, क्योंकि ये मेरे सेफ्टी के लिए है, मेरे सुरक्षा के लिए मुझे तुम्हारे ऊपर शक करना पड़ रहा है। तुम सही भी हो सकते हो, ईमानदार भी हो सकते हो, चाहे कुछ भी मैं तुम्हारे बारे में सोचूं। So next. Now Macduff says, bleed, bleed, poor country, great tyranny, lay thou thy basis sure. For goodness dare not check thee, bear thou thy wrongs. The title is a freed, fare thee well, Lord. Now this Macduff has become tired of convincing Malcolm to show that he's honest, he's faithful. He says out of anger that to Scotland, he says, bleed, bleed, poor country. Bleed, let there be murders and all. That is why he uses this phrase, that bleed, bleed. Okay, let there be murders committed. Great tyranny, that is great ruler. Be comfortable at your position, he wanted to say to Macbeth. He says, you are a great ruler, be comfortable at your position, because the good peoples fear to check upon you. Enjoy doing wrongs, and the title as if it is safe. You enjoy the title because it is safe. Okay, he says, goodbye Lord, I'm going to this Malcolm. Okay, now he says, I would not be the villain that thou thinkest, for the whole space that's in the tyrant grasps, and the rich east to boot. He says, I am not the villain that you think of me. I am not a villain, even if I am offered the whole of Macbeth's kingdom and the wealth of the East, even then I am not the villain, he says. He is going to reject all of those. So again, Macduff is trying to prove himself innocent and faithful and loyal towards his country. तो यहाँ पे मैकडफ कहता है खून बहता रहे कंट्री में, ऐसे ही मर्डर्स होता रहे, बहुत ही अच्छे काम कर रहे हो रूलर, तुम अपनी जगह पे एकदम सुरक्षित हो, तुम्हें कोई भी चिंता करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है। वो मैकबेथ को यहाँ पे मीन करके ये सब बातें बोल रहा था मैल्कॉम के सामने। कहता था कि एंजॉय करो, गलत काम करना एंजॉय करो, तुम अपना टाइटल भी बहुत ही सेफ है, तुम्हारा एकदम सुरक्षित है, तुम्हें कोई भी चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं है। चलो मैल्कॉम, मैं चलता हूँ, गुड बाय। और तुम जो मुझे विलन समझ रहे हो, मैं वो नहीं हूँ। चाहे मुझे पूरा मैकबेथ का किंगडम ही क्यों ना मिल जाए या फिर पूरा धन संपत्ति जो ईस्ट का है वो भी मिल जाए, फिर भी मैं वैसा आदमी नहीं हूँ जो तुम मुझे सोच रहे हो। ठीक है। सो नेक्स्ट, मैल्कॉम, be not offended. I speak not as in absolute fear of you. I think our country sinks beneath the yoke. It weeps, it bleeds, and each new day a gash is added to her wounds. Now here, since Macduff has given up all hopes, Malcolm tries to convince another way. He says, don't be offended. Don't feel offended, Macduff. I do not completely mistrust you. I know our Scotland, our country is sinking under Macbeth's rule. It is weeping, it is bleeding, and each new day a new pain or a new wound is added to it. He further says, I think with all there would be hands uplifted in my right hand. So he says, if he goes back to Scotland to take his throne, there will be people who would stand by his side and fight for him. He says, here from gracious England have I offer of goodly thousands. But for all this now, at the same time he says that from England he has been promised to be given thousands of men, that is soldiers, in order to fight a battle with Macbeth. He says, but for all this, when I shall tread upon tyrant's head or wear it on my sword, yet my poor country shall have more vices than it had before, more suffer and more sundry ways than ever by him that shall succeed. Now, here he says that if he is going to defeat Macbeth, that tyrant, means that Macbeth, he is going to have his sword upon Macbeth, then also his poor country will be in more worse condition than it was before. That is, if the country is having a worse condition or living in a worse condition under Macbeth's rule, then it is going to have a more worse condition after Macbeth's rule. That is, the person who is going to come after Macbeth to rule the Scotland, then their country is going to suffer more than it is suffering under Macbeth's rule. तो यहाँ पे मैल्कॉम कहता है, अपमानित बोध मत करो मैकडफ, मैं तुम्हें पूरी तरह संदेह नहीं कर रहा। मुझे पता है हमारा मुल्क, हमारा देश धंसते जा रहा है मैकबेथ के शासन में। मुझे पता है वो हर दिन रो रहा है, खून बह रहा है हमारे मुल्क में, और हर नए दिन उसे एक नए दुख को झेलना पड़ता है। वो आगे कहता है, मुझे पता है कि अगर मैं वहां गया अपनी राजगद्दी को वापस लेने के लिए, तो मेरे लिए लोग खड़े हो जाएंगे, मेरे साथ लड़ने के लिए, मेरा साथ देने के लिए। आगे कहता है, मुझे ये भी पता है कि इंग्लैंड के तरफ से भी मुझे 1000 सैनिक दिए जाएंगे लड़ाई के लिए, पर अगर मैं फिर भी मैकबेथ को हरा दूं और मेरा तलवार मैकबेथ के गर्दन पे हो, तब भी मेरा बेचारा मुल्क और भी ज्यादा बुरे वक्त से गुजरेगा, उसका हाल और भी बदतर हो जाएगा जो भी मैकबेथ के बाद शासन में आएगा, और हमारे मुल्क को और भी ज्यादा झेलना पड़ेगा जो भी शासक मैकबेथ के बाद शासन करने आएगा। ठीक है। सो नेक्स्ट, so here Macduff again says, what should be he? Now Macduff couldn't understand whom was Malcolm talking about, the ruler who is going to come after Macbeth, and the country is going to suffer more under that ruler. So he asks that who would be he, that who is going to succeed Macbeth. To this Malcolm says, it is myself I mean, in whom I know all the particulars of vice so grafted, that when they shall be opened, black Macbeth will seem as pure as snow, and the poor state esteem him as a lamb, being compared with my confinedness harms. Now here Malcolm says that I'm talking about myself. If I come to rule Scotland, then the country will be in a more worse condition. Now he says that I know all the evil qualities in me I have. He says that when all will come to know, when everybody is going to know about the qualities, bad qualities that Malcolm is having, everyone is going to compare Macbeth as a pure white snow and Malcolm with his poor or the bad qualities that he has. And that time, the country, Scotland, is also going to compare Macbeth as a lamb, as an innocent lamb, whereas he will be with all the poor or the bad qualities, wicked qualities. Okay? So this Macduff says that not in the legion of horrid hell can come a devil more damned in evil to top Macbeth. Now here he says that there is no other devil that can exist like Macbeth in the entire hell. So there is no other devil who can be so evil as Macbeth in the entire hell. ओके तो यहाँ पे मैकडफ कहता है, मैकडफ को पहले कुछ समझ नहीं आता है कि मैल्कम किसके बारे में बात कर रहा है, कि जो शासन करने आएगा मैकबेथ के बाद वो और भी ज्यादा खतरनाक होगा। तो इस पे मैल्कम कहता है कि मैं अपनी खुद के बारे में ही बात कर रहा हूँ, अगर मैं शासन में आया तो मेरा मुल्क जो है और भी ज्यादा खतरे में होगा। आगे कहता है मुझे पता है मेरी गंदी आदतों के बारे में, मेरी गंदी गुणों के बारे में, और जब ये मेरे गंदी आदतों के बारे में सभी को पता चलेगा तब मैकबेथ उनके सामने एक शुद्ध बर्फ की तरह दिखेगा और मेरा मुल्क स्कॉटलैंड भी मुझे मैकबेथ के साथ तुलना करेगा। मैकबेथ सीधा साधा भेड़ की तरह दिखेगा और मैं मेरी बुरी आदतों से भरा हुआ। इस पे मैकडफ कहता है कि मैकबेथ से ज्यादा बुरा व्यक्ति आज तक पूरे नर्क में नहीं होगा। ठीक है, सो नेक्स्ट। Now this Malcolm says, I grant him bloody, luxurious, avaricious, false, deceitful, sudden, malicious, smacking of every sin that has a name. Now Malcolm says, I know that I admit that Macbeth is a violent person, is a lecherous, is a greedy, is a wrongful person, is a deceitful, malicious person, and is guilty of every sin that has a name. But further he says that, but there is no bottom, none, in my voluptuousness. But there is no end to my sexual desires. He says that your wives, your daughters, your matrons, your maids could not fill up the cistern of my lust and my desire. All continent impediments would o'erbear that did oppose my will. Better Macbeth than such an one to reign. Now here he says your wife, your daughters, your old ladies and the young ones, everyone could not satisfy the lust and the desire in me. He further says that his desires are so much that if someone is going to oppose him, he is going to take action against that person. And he says that it is better that Macbeth rule Scotland than someone like him. Okay? तो यहाँ पे मैल्कम कहता है, मैं मानता हूँ कि मैकबेथ एक खूनी, विलासी, लोभी, झूठा व्यक्ति है। वो दुष्ट है, हर उस पाप से भरा हुआ है जिस पाप का एक नाम है, लेकिन मेरी वासना की कोई सीमा नहीं है, कोई अंत नहीं है। तुम्हारी पत्नियां, तुम्हारी बेटियां, तुम्हारी वृद्धाएं और तुम्हारी दासियां भी मेरी वासना के कुएं को भर नहीं सकती, और मेरी इच्छा सारे बंधनों को तोड़ देगी जो मेरी इच्छा के विरुद्ध हो। इससे बेहतर है कि मैकबेथ ही शासन में रहे, ना कि मेरे जैसे कोई एक व्यक्ति। ठीक है, सो नेक्स्ट। So here Macduff says, boundless intemperance in nature is a tyranny. It hath been the untimely emptying of the happy throne and fall of many kings. So here Macduff tries to convince Malcolm even after the bad qualities that Malcolm reveals about himself. He says that extreme lust can definitely overwhelm a man, but it is very harmful for a man. He says that because of this lust, extreme lust, it has led to the downfall of of many kings from their throne, the untimely emptying of happy throne, and the fall of many kings are also due to their extreme lust. But he says, fear not yet to take upon you what is yours. But Malcolm, you do not fear this. Take your throne what is yours, he says. You may convey your pleasures in a spacious plenty and yet seem cold. The time you may so hoodwink. Here he says that you can satisfy your pleasures, you can satisfy your lust in secret, right? And yet appear virtuous in front of the people. You can just hide your truth from the people. Hoodwink. Hiding or deceiving means hoodwink. He says, we have willing dames enough. There cannot be the vulture in you to devour so many as will to greatness dedicate themselves, finding it so inclined. Here he says that we have enough willing women in Scotland who are willing to sleep with a king. But there cannot be that vulture or that extreme lust in you that you will not be satisfied with the women that we have in Scotland. Okay? तो यहाँ पे मैकडफ कहता है किसी चीज के लिए बहुत ज्यादा भोग होना बहुत ही बुरी बात है. कहता है कई राजाओं का पतन और खुशहाल सिंहासन का असमय खाली होना भी इसी कारण के वजह से हुआ है. ठीक है, पर तुम्हें डरने की कोई आवश्यकता नहीं है मैल्कॉम. जो आपका है उसे लेने में, जो आपका है वो आप लीजिए, उससे आपको डरने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. आप अपनी इच्छाओं को खुलेपन से पूरा कर सकते हैं और फिर भी शांत दिख सकते हैं लोगों के सामने. ठीक है, आप समय को भी धोखा दे सकते हैं, मतलब लोगों से भी आप छुपा के अपने आप को अच्छाई दिखा सकते हैं. आगे वो कहता है कि मैं मानता हूँ कि आप में वो गिद्ध नहीं है जिसकी इच्छाएं कभी पूरा ही नहीं हो सकता. वो कहता है कि हमारे पास स्कॉटलैंड में बहुत सारी महिलाएं हैं जो कि एक राजा को संतुष्ट करने के लिए काफी है, और आप में वो गिद्ध नहीं है जो कि कभी संतुष्ट ही ना हो पाए. तो नेक्स्ट बढ़ते हैं आगे. Malcolm, with this there grows in my most ill-composed affection such a stanchless avarice that. Now, over here Malcolm says that in addition to his lust, the desires that he have for women, he says, in addition to that, I am the most greedy person on earth. I have a lot of greed for wealth. A stanchless avarice that were a king. He says, if I were a king, I would have the unsatiable greed. That is, the greed which can never be satisfied. And if he were a king, I should cut off the nobles for their lands, desire his jewels, and this other's house. And my more having would be as a sauce to make me hunger more. Now over here he says, if he were a king, he would capture the wealth of the nobles that are working in his kingdom. He would take away their land, their jewelries, their houses, and everything. And the more he captures their land, jewels, their wealth, the more greedy he becomes for those things. He says, and that I should forge quarrels unjust against the good and loyal, destroying them for wealth. Now here he says that he would give unjustified arguments whoever is going to quarrel for the unjust that he has done to these nobles. So the nobles who are going to fight or quarrel with him, he is going to give them unjustified arguments, no such clear reasons for such capture to the nobles. Okay, and he is going to destroy them just for the sake of their wealth. So यहाँ पे मैल्कॉम कहता है कि मेरे अंदर लालसा के साथ साथ मोह माया के साथ साथ लालच भी भरा हुआ है. मेरा लालच इतना ज्यादा है कि वो कभी भी संतुष्ट नहीं हो सकता. अगर मैं राजा रहा, मेरे अधीन जो काम करते हैं नोबल्स, उनकी जमीन, जायदाद, जेवर, गहने सब कुछ जब्त कर लूंगा. और मैं जितना ही ये सब उनका जब्त करते जाता हूँ, उतना ही ज्यादा मेरे अंदर लालच बढ़ती जाती है. और वो लालच इतनी ही ज्यादा है कि वो कभी खत्म नहीं हो सकती. और अगर कोई उसके खिलाफ इस बात पर लड़ने आया, झगड़ने आया उनसे, तो वो उन्हें अनुचित तर्क देके वहां से हटा देगा, उनको बर्बाद कर देगा सिर्फ उनके धन संपत्ति के लिए. ठीक है. सो नेक्स्ट. Now again Macduff says to this, This avarice sticks deeper, grows with more pernicious roots than summer seeming lust. Now he says that the lust which you have is not that dangerous that the greed you have. So the greed in you is more deep or bad than the lust you have, because it will never pass as you leave your youth, which means that even if you become adult or leave your youth, then also this greed in you will grow deeper. You cannot get rid of the greed that you have in yourself even if you become an adult. Now, he says that this greed has led to the downfall of many kings. But he says, yet do not fear, Scotland hath poisons. But you do not have to fear, Malcolm, because Scotland has enough wealth for you to fill up your will of your mere own. All these are portable with other graces. Wait. Now he says that the Scotland is having a lot of wealth. You will be satisfied even by your own income itself. He says all these qualities, that is the lust, the desire and the greed that you have, if compared to the good qualities of yours, it will definitely, your bad qualities will be bearable. We can ignore your bad qualities if are compared or weighed with the good one of yours. Okay. तो मैल्कम के बात का जवाब देते हुए मैकडफ कहता है, तुम्हारे अंदर जो लालच भरा हुआ है वो बहुत ही ज्यादा खतरनाक है, वो तुमको जकड़े हुआ है। अगर तुम बड़े भी हो जाओ अपनी जवानी छोड़कर, तब भी तुम में ये लालच कभी खत्म नहीं होगी। ये लालच हमेशा तुम में बढ़ता ही जाएगा। और ये लालच इतनी बुरी चीज है कि इसी वजह से बहुत सारे राजाओं की मृत्यु भी हुई है। पर तुम्हें चिंता करने की कोई आवश्यकता नहीं है मैल्कॉम, क्योंकि हमारे मुल्क स्कॉटलैंड में बहुत ज्यादा धन संपत्ति है। तुम अकेले के ही आय इनकम से संतुष्ट हो जाओगे, वो इतना ज्यादा है कि, और अगर हम तुम्हारे अच्छे कर्मों को, अच्छे गुणों की तुलना करें तुम्हारी गंदी आदतों से, तो भी हम तुम्हारी गंदी आदतों को नजरअंदाज कर दे सकते हैं, क्योंकि तुम्हारी अच्छी आदतें इतनी ही ज्यादा है। ठीक है। सो नेक्स्ट, नाउ टू दिस मैल्कॉम सेज दैट but I have none. I do not have any good qualities. The king becoming graces as justice, verity, temperance, stableness, bounty, perseverance, mercy, lowliness, devotion, patience, courage, fortitude. I have no relish of them. Now Malcolm says, in order to become a king, I need to have the quality of justice, the truthfulness, the moderation, the consistency, the generosity I need to have. I need to have perseverance, I need to have mercy, lowliness, that is down to earth. Devotion, I need to be devoted to my position. He should have patience, he should have courage, he should have strength in order to defend his country. But he says, I have none of these qualities in order to become king. I have all the bad qualities, all the sins. I am filled with all the crimes, but abound in the division of each several crimes. I am filled with crimes, and I am a criminal in many different ways. Nay, had I power, I should pour the sweet milk of Conron into hell, uproot the universal peace, confound all unity on earth. Now here he says that if I had the power and I would get the sweet milk from the heaven, then I would pour that sweet milk into hell, so that I could destroy the peace of the universe. I would destroy all the unity on earth by pouring that sweet milk which is given to him so that he can bring peace, but he would pour that entire milk, destroy or waste the entire milk by pouring it into hell. ठीक है? So यहाँ पे मैकडफ इस पे कहता है, Oh Scotland, Scotland. Now Macduff has given up all hope after listening to what Malcolm has to say, the qualities, the bad qualities that he has. Now Malcolm says, if such a one be fit to govern, speak, I am as I have spoken. Now here he says that, now tell me Macduff, if someone like me is fit to govern, is fit to rule over Scotland, then tell me that I am fit to govern, because whatever qualities I have spoken about myself, I am exactly the same. तो यहाँ पे मैल्कॉम कहता है, पर मुझ में ऐसी कोई भी अच्छी आदतें नहीं है, अच्छे गुण नहीं है एक राजा बनने लायक। एक राजा में न्याय, इंसाफ, अच्छाई, लगन होनी चाहिए, विनम्रता होनी चाहिए, धैर्य होना चाहिए, बहादुरी होनी चाहिए और वीरता होनी चाहिए उसे अपनी कंट्री को बचाने के लिए। पर मुझ में ऐसी कोई भी गुण नहीं है। मैं तो सिर्फ पाप से भरा हुआ हूँ। हर एक किस्म का पाप, हर एक किस्म का गुनाह मैंने किया हुआ है। अगर मेरे पास शक्तियाँ होती और मुझे मीठा दूध दिया गया होता जिसे शांति जल कहते हैं, वो मैं नरक में फेंक के आ जाता ताकि पृथ्वी का शांति भंग हो जाए, पृथ्वी पे एकता नष्ट हो जाए। तो वो अपने आप को इतने गंदे तरीके से पेश कर रहा है ताकि वो मैकडफ की रिएक्शन देख सके, मैकडफ का क्या कहना है इस पे, वो बस देखना चाहता था। इस पे मैकडफ तो बहुत ही उदास हो जाता है, वो अपने मुल्क का नाम लेके रोने लगता है, ओ स्कॉटलैंड स्कॉटलैंड करके। अब इस पे मैल्कॉम कहता है, अब बताओ मैकडफ, क्या मेरे जैसे इंसान पर्याप्त है देश को चलाने लायक? क्या मैं सही व्यक्ति हूँ देश को चलाने लायक? तो बताओ, क्योंकि मैंने जो भी अपने बारे में कहा है वो सब सच कहा है। मैं बिल्कुल वैसा ही व्यक्ति हूँ। ठीक है, तो नेक्स्ट। Now, after listening to Malcolm, that his greed, his lust, now he is completely heartbroken. He is in a shock. At the same time, he says, "Fit to govern? No, not to live. You are not fit to govern or rule the country, Scotland. Neither you are fit to live. So you are not supposed to live," he says. "With an untitled tyrant, bloody sceptred, what shalt thou see? Thy wholesome days again, since that the truest issue of thy throne by his own interdiction stands accursed, and does blaspheme his breed." Now over here, Macduff is very angry. He blames Malcolm and cries for his country's condition. He says that, "Oh miserable country, you are being ruled by a murderer. You are being ruled by a person who is not fit to rule." That he says that, when are you going to see the peaceful days again to his country? Because the ruler himself is a cursed person. The ruler who is ruling you is itself a cursed person. He is not a good one. So when are you going to see the peaceful days again? He asks his country. He says, you, to Malcolm, you are a disgraceful person to the royal throne or the royal family, because Malcolm's family, King Duncan, was a very virtuous person, very loyal and very faithful person towards his country. But Malcolm has done so much wrong. He says that you are a disgraceful person to your royal family. Thy royal father was a most sainted king. The queen that bore thee oftener upon her knees than on her feet, died every day she lived. Fare thee well. These evil thou repeatest upon thyself have banished me from Scotland. O my breast, thy hope ends here. Now here he says that your father, that is King Duncan, was a virtuous king, was a very loyal and faithful person. He was such a pious man. By his deeds, of course. He had done good deeds, his father. And at the same time, he says, your mother always used to kneel down when she used to pray. She never used to stand for prayers. She was such a pious woman. She was dedicated, devoted towards God. And the evil of which you accuse yourself, the qualities that you are telling about yourself, completely broke my heart, he says, have driven me from Scotland. Now I have no hope for Scotland. The hopes with which he came to England, now he has lost all his hopes, he says. Oh my breast, oh my heart, thy hope ends here. All the hopes come to an end over here, he says to his heart, holding his heart, okay? तो यहाँ पे मैकडफ कहता है, तुम देश चलाने लायक, तुम तो जीने के लायक भी नहीं हो, तुम्हें तो जीना भी नहीं चाहिए। हाय मेरा मुल्क, मेरा देश स्कॉटलैंड, पता नहीं कब तुम फिर से अच्छे दिन देख पाओगे, क्योंकि अभी तुम्हारा जो शासक है वो एक खूनी है, वो पर्याप्त नहीं है तुम्हें चलाने के लिए, देश चलाने के लिए। अब वो यहाँ पे मैल्कॉम को कहता है, तुम कलंक हो अपने पूरे परिवार पे। ब्लास्फेम मतलब जो अपने रिलीजन के अगेंस्ट कुछ काम करता है उसको ब्लास्फेम कहा जाता है। यहाँ पे वो कहता है तुम्हारे पिता जो थे बहुत ही साधु व्यक्ति थे, अपने कंट्री के प्रति बहुत ही लॉयल फेथफुल किस्म के व्यक्ति थे, और तुम्हारी जो माँ थी वो तो हमेशा घुटनों पर झुककर ही भगवान को पूजा करती थी। वो कभी भी खड़ा नहीं होती थी भगवान को पूजने के लिए, वो हमेशा अपने घुटनों पर झुक जाती थी भगवान के सामने। वो इतना ही ज्यादा भगवान में लीन थी, भगवान में डूबी हुई थी। वो मैल्कॉम को कहता है, पर तुमने जो भी अपनी गंदी आदतें बताई है, इससे मेरा मन बिल्कुल ही उठ चुका है स्कॉटलैंड से, क्योंकि अब वो अपनी सारी उम्मीदें छोड़ चुका है। उसकी एक एक करके अब उम्मीदें टूट चुकी थी मैकडफ की। अब वो कहता है कि ओ माई ब्रेस्ट दाई होप एंड्स हियर, अपने दिल पे हाथ रख के कहता है अब सारी उम्मीदें यहीं पर मेरी खत्म होती है। ठीक है, तो हम पार्ट 1 में यही तक करेंगे। सो till here we are going to end part 1. We will continue this scene, act 4 scene 3 in part 2. Okay, so thank you.